I spoke to Sourabh Gupta. He's a senior Asia-Pacific International Relations Policy Specialist at the Institute for China-America Studies. And I asked him about China's major role in UN peacekeeping efforts.
It's been there now for about 30 years. China wasn't into international peacekeeping during the Cold War period, but after the Cold War period, it got into peacekeeping very actively. This is a good way to show global responsibility and global stakeholdership. We have so many conflicts in the world. Rather than being a party to a conflict, China wants to be a party to resolving conflicts, or at very least managing those conflicts. And peacekeeping is a low-hanging fruit by way of which China can contribute to help maintain peace and stability in the international system. These are done under the UN banner, under the UN flag, so they are multilateral initiatives. And so that creates a sense of comfort also in the receiving countries as to China's intentions. And I think it would be helpful if more countries were more active in peacekeeping and in peace building even within the United Nations, because peacekeeping was up and running up and early and was an area of great interest in the 1990s. But it has sort of ebbed thereafter within even the UN system because the main stakeholders have not given it sufficient attention. And it is great that China at least has stayed committed to peacekeeping within the UN system and has so many active boots on the ground.
Describe, if you can, China's active participation and approach to global governance.
China has taken a very active stance on global governance, and particularly in the last 2 years, we've seen important initiatives initiated by President Xi. We had the Global Development Initiative initiated at the United Nations General Assembly session in 2021. And then earlier this year, we had the Global Security Initiative by President Xi. Right since his coming into office, development has been a very important thing close to his heart. And for him, global governance, in the context of global governance, development is very, very important because he sees people rising up together in prosperity together as being the greatest guarantor of peace. And in this regard, China has been very active, not just putting out initiatives, but funding them and trying to reach the various global UN Sustainable Development Goals that are out there.
Sourabh Gupta from the Institute for China-America Studies with me just a short time ago.